Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Got Gaming. M1way here with some more MLB The Show. Road to the show with Benjamin Harrison, our third baseman, who is in the Yankees organization. He is down in AAA at this point, trying to make his way to the bigs. That's right, folks. He's trying to make his way to the bigs, and he is putting on quite the show as he is doing it. So we're going to go ahead and jump into a game for him coming up here as we take a look at some of the stats flipping around here and there. We're going to start his next appearance, and he's going to be going against Norfolk here, and he's going to be batting in that 4 spot. They keep putting him in that 4 spot quite often, which is interesting because he's not a power hitter, doesn't have any power whatsoever, although he's had a few pops here and there. They're not really anything to write home about, and it does not happen often. He comes in here batting a 270 with the 1 home run and 9 RBIs. Not too shabby for a guy who's just been called up. And we're going to see if we can't get him going here, as he was with a little bit of a slump coming into AAA as he tried to adjust. But here he shows that he is adjusting just fine. And he gets himself a base hit and 24 training points to add to those attributes. So we're going to have to start working on his hitting again, I believe, because like I said, he did struggle a little bit, and he's going to have to find a way to get that bat working for him. But here he has an opportunity going from first to home as the left fielder kind of muffs the ball there on the play, and he gets himself into home plate to get a run for the team, which is what we want him to do. We want him to get base hits and score runs. So here he comes in with an 0-2 count in the 4th, and it's going to be a strikeout, which we don't see him do often. It was a looking strike there. He didn't offer up at it, but now he's going to get an opportunity in the field to show some glove, and he does, and it's going to be an easy ground ball to him. He's going to stop, set his feet, take his time, and he's going to throw it over to first for the out there, as he took his time for sure on that play, but it was in plenty of time as he did not have a speedy runner out there whatsoever. It might have been the pitcher, actually, that was batting, and that's why he had the amount of time that he did. But Scranton does have the lead here, 3-1, and Benjamin will step in now with a 1-for-4 game so far with that single back in the 2nd, and the average is suffering a little bit because of it. But now he gets another roped base hit here, line drive into left field. It'll drop in. The runner advances to 2nd, and he's on with his 2nd hit of the game. So Scranton does win the game here. The Rare Rollers do take the win, and he walks away with a 2-for-5 game. Not too bad. He has a 286 average now at this point, and he picks up 127 points because of our 2x boost that we gave to him to kind of help things out along the way. So now we're stepping into another game, and Benjamin's going to be stepping in for his first opportunity here. He has now a 298, as we did sim a few games, and we didn't show those. But Scranton has a 1-0 lead, and he'll get his first shot here, and it'll be a base hit to the opposite field. Drops in front of the right fielder for a line drive hit, and he's on it first for the first time here. So 1-for-2 now as he steps into his 3rd at bat, and it averages at 306 now. Nice when you're just starting out here. You can get that average up pretty quickly. And here he's going to get a kind of a line pop drop to shortstop, and he kind of moves over, arranges behind 2nd, makes the play, and then throws it to first to get Harrison out. And here he's going to step in again. It's 4-1 as the score. He's going to try to get himself another hit here. See if he can't get another multi-hit game. And this one's going to drop down. It's going to be a swinging bunt. And the pitcher does not throw the ball. He holds on to it, so it'll be a base hit here. And he gets himself on. Now he's over at 3rd later on in the inning. The bases are loaded. He is tagging up there at 3rd, and this is a deep fly ball to left center field. And he'll take off for home and easily score that run, as they're not even attempt to try to gun him down. They're just going to throw it over to 3rd to cut it off and keep any other runners advancing. So now he steps in here with a 2-for-4. He's got himself another multi-hit game here, as he does that quite often as well. And the score is 6-1 now with 1 runner on and 1 out. He's going to rip this one into the right field corner. Goes the opposite way with it. Right fielder chases it down. It kind of caroms from the corner for him. He gets into 2nd base, and the runner rounds 3rd. And they go home with it, and they kind of gun him down there, and he is out. But Benjamin Harrison walks away with the double in that one.
This AAA player has been generating a lot of buzz with his stellar play of late.
So they do take the win, and he does get to talk to the media. Benjamin, you've been tearing up AAA. What's your response to speculation that the Yankees should call you up? And we're going to be like, I think they should talk about it. I think they should. It's up to them. But yeah, I can't think about that stuff. I got to just play. a couple different options here. I love this aspect of the game where you kind of get to choose and show your personality.
Excellence commands attention. If he keeps it up, visits from reporters will become commonplace.
So we went with the whole I just got to play kind of thing. And they're like, do you think your game is ready? And you have a couple different options again. Heck yeah. I feel ready, or I trust the GM and my coaches to determine that. And we're going to go with the old I trust the GM and my coaches to determine that.
And an invitation to the big stage, inevitable.
And that's what it's all about. Thanks, Engine. Keep it up. I'm sure it won't be long. And that's what we're kind of hoping for. We're kind of hoping it won't be too long. He has been playing pretty good. I really thought he was going to go right from AA to the majors. I just had that feeling, but it did not work out that way. He does pick up 174 points on the 3-for-5 game, the run scored, and the double. He's stepping in here now, batting fourth again. He's in that cleanup spot once again, and he's going against the Buffalo Bisons here. Let's see if he can continue this little hot streak that he is on, as Scranton is 10 games over 500, and they're having themselves a nice little decent season here. See him stepping in there, 485 over the last 7 games with the hitting streak. Not too shabby there coming into AAA to kind of show his stuff. Batting a 357. 2 on here, 1 out. Rips this one into right field. Drops in front of the right fielder. Right fielder will throw this. It'll be cut off and then thrown home. But the catcher can't handle it, so the run scores. And Benjamin's on with an RBI base hit to start off his day. Stepping in now with a 368 average, 1 for 1. Let's see if he can't make it 2 for 2. He's got a runner on at first, 1 out. Rips this one right back up the middle into center field. The center fielder will field it and throw it over to third. The runner advances to second, and Benjamin's on with another hit. Stepping in here now, 2 for 3. Let's see if he can't make this a 3-hit ball game for himself, as they are down now 5 runs. And he shows his patience there and his discipline at the plate and gets himself a walk. And we'll take that too. You know, he can't hit them all. And, you know, every once in a while you got to kind of lay off and let them come to you. So they're kind of getting a little afraid to pitch to him, it looks like. So he steps in here 2 for 3 again with the 2 singles, trying to see if he can't make it a 3-hit ball game. We are down 3 runs now. Rips this one into right field, and it does drop for the base hit. So it's hit number 3 for him, and the runner only advances to second, though. And it looks like Buffalo will come away with the win, but not too bad there. We'll take the day that we had. You can't win them all. We are going to get a visit from the hitting coach in this situation. He's like, I'm loving watching you work at the plate lately, Benjamin. Jeez. And it's like, you're welcome or thanks, coach. We're going to go with thanks, coach, because we're a humble kid. And how about you give us an encore next game? And yeah, we're going to try to do that. 141 points, 3 for 4, RBI, a walk, and a run scored. And he is just moving along here. That average is up to a 383. And I'm kind of wondering if we can't get him to a 400 average to kind of match one of our other Road to the Show series with Alfred Russo, who is consistently hitting 400. But we're going to jump into another game here, and we're batting 442 over the last 10 games. He went 0 for 3 in the last 2 games against Buffalo as we sim those games, and nothing amounted from them there. But he is still doing pretty good despite the fact that he's 0 for 6 right now in his last couple of games. Well, here he's going to get a fielding opportunity. It's going to be a little bit of a bunt up the line. He's going to set his feet and throw it over to first in plenty of time for the out there as he does his job and gets the force out over at first base. He'll step in here now. Last 6 games, he's batting 458 despite going 0 for 6 over the last 2. Still batting 348. Gotta love those numbers, man. And they are down 4-0 here in the bottom of the second. He's going to just kind of line this one to the shortstop, who has to play it on the bounce, but does throw it over to first for the out, so he'll walk away there without a base hit. Second one here, second hit, second at bat. Stepping in here with 2 outs and nobody on. He's going to rip this one, and it's going to be lined, and the second baseman leaps and makes the catch on that one. He was kind of robbed on it, but you got to hit them where they ain't, and he just kind of made a great play there as he went up and grabbed that ball, snatched it out of the air to rob Benjamin of a hit. So things still not going so great as he's now 0 for 8 over those last 8 at-bats with that line out in the 4th, but still batting at 338. So let's see what he can do here. Hopefully he can break through and get himself a hit and stop that 0 for streak. And he does get a line drive here. And this time the second baseman cannot get it when he leaps. And he's on with a base hit here for the first time in this game. And that'll be it for him. He goes 1 for 4 in this one. Picks up 143 points, mainly on the fact that he did some great stuff in the field. and we did not show those fielding opportunities, but he did have a pretty good day out in the field. So he walks away batting .343, and we'll take that. We got 614 points to dump into his attributes, and we're going to work on a lot of fielding stuff here and a few little things in the hitting as well. It costs a lot for the hitting right now, so we're doing what we can to kind of get his overall up. I want to get his overall to a 70, and I think that's when we're going to get our call to the bigs if we get him to a 70. So we're going to do what we can to get that to a 70. He's a 67 now. Thanks, folks, for stopping by and checking this out. Come on back for more Benjamin Harrison. I will see you around the channel, and bye-bye now.